Hi, my name is Dan with Droneblog.com. Today's video is a one-year review of the Mini 3 Pro, aimed at those still contemplating buying a Mini 3 Pro in 2023. In addition to this high-level review of the Mini 3 Pro, we'll also give our thoughts on whether the Mini 3 Pro is a drone to purchase in 2023. If you're expecting a rock-solid, bulletproof drone, well, the Mini 3 Pro is not that category of drone. Instead, the Mini 3 Pro is built from lightweight plastic that, at first touch, may seem to be quite cheap. However, this lightweight material aids in keeping the Mini 3 Pro under the 250-gram weight threshold. Now, although the Mini 3 Pro might initially feel like a toy drone, upon close inspection, it's put together really nicely, as one would expect from DJI. Now, if you twist the drone in hand slightly, while there might be minimal flexing, it's not at all flimsy or cheap feeling. Now, as a side note, one of the things I really do like about the Mini 3 Pro, which might not seem like a big deal at first, is the fact that unlike most of DJI's foldable drones, you can fold or unfold the Mini 3 Pro's arms and legs in any sequence you would like. Not just the front first or rears first. This enables you to get the drone up in the air slightly faster than previous drones without really thinking too much about it. Now, the size and the weight of the Mini 3 Pro. When one hears DJI Mini insert model number here, it is known immediately that the drone is going to be small and lightweight. Even with all the advancements added to this third iteration of the Mini line, a larger camera and added sensors, the Mini 3 Pro's weight is still under the 250-gram threshold. Now, if attachments are planned to be added to the Mini 3 Pro, such as landing gear, propeller guards, or even the larger capacity plus batteries, well, the Mini 3 Pro then goes over that 250-gram mark. Now, in the United States, many Mini owners try to stay under 250 grams so as to specifically avoid having to register the drone, as drones under 250 grams don't need to be registered here in the US. Now, again, there are two distinct situations, however, where the Mini 3 Pro would need to be registered. Those being, as mentioned, adding peripherals and/or plus-size batteries, pushing the weight over 250 grams, and/or using the Mini 3 Pro for commercial work, in which case you'd also need to be Part 107 certified. Now, what about wind resistance? Well, because the Mini 3 Pro is a sub 250-gram drone, it obviously does get pushed around quite a bit in windy conditions. Now, although the Mini 3 Pro is rated to fly safely in 24 mile-per-hour winds, caution is recommended if you do choose to do so. See, when it's that windy out, the winds could drastically change in speed and direction, possibly making it difficult to fly the drone back to your position, or even worse, causing the drone to crash into a person or object. With that said, though, in decently windy conditions, although the Mini 3 Pro does get blown around, because of the stability of the 3-axis gimbal, video footage looks very smooth and consistent. Another area that many are interested in is battery life. When the Mini 3 Pro was released last May, one of the huge draws was that it had two different capacity batteries, a standard 2,453 milliamp option and a plus 3,850 milliamp option. The standard option battery, which also comes in a Fly More combo, has flight times of up to 34 minutes. Whereas the Plus option, which likewise comes in a Fly More combo as well, boasts flight times of up to 47 minutes. While I have never been able to get flight times of 34 minutes on a standard battery or 47 minutes on the Plus battery, I can confidently say that with the Plus version of batteries, you can indeed get quite a bit of flight time. Now, as a rule of thumb, for battery health, I generally land between 25% and 30%. The time flying on the Plus battery option is so long, I'm genuinely surprised that it's not time to land and change the battery. The vision sensors. And new to the Mini line of DJI drones are the tri-directional vision sensors found on the Mini 3 Pro, front, rear, and bottom. With the sensors enabled, you have two options for obstacle avoidance: bypass and brake. Bypass enables the Mini 3 Pro to scan the immediate area and choose the best way around the obstacle. Brake stops the Mini 3 Pro from moving forward when it senses an object. Additionally, you can turn all obstacle avoidance off, allowing one to fly a tiny drone close to and between various obstructions and gaps. This is the way I actually fly most of the times. Now that the Mini 3 Pro has two new front and rear sensors, it can enjoy many of the intelligent flight modes that the Air 2, Air 2S, Mavic 2, and Mavic 3 lines benefit from, such as Active Track, Spotlight, POI or Point of Interest, Hyperlapses, Master Shots, and also Quick Shots. Now, coming along with the Mini 3 Pro is the option for the DJI RC controller. Now, when the Mini 3 Pro was released, the DJI RC remote controller was also introduced. Like the original DJI Smart Controller and the subsequent DJI RC Pro, the DJI RC has an integrated 5.5-inch screen. Now, unlike the higher-end DJI Smart Controllers with their 1000 nit screens, the DJI RC has a screen brightness rated at 700 nits. Although not as bright as the higher-end DJI RCs, the screen on the DJI RC for me in the bright Central Florida sun has been a much better experience than using any of the iPhones, iPads, or Samsung tablets and phones I own. Also, the screen brightness is continual, meaning it never ever dims, no matter how hot the RC gets. Now, for photo and video quality, we see that the Mini 3 Pro sports a 1 and 1.3 inch CMOS sensor, which is not only larger than the sensors in any prior DJI Mini drone, but it is also close to double the size of the sensor in the Mavic Air 2. The Mini 3 Pro also has a wide fixed aperture of f1.7, which allows it to take in more light than the f2.8 aperture many drones have, thus taking higher quality, low light pictures and videos. With the Mini 3 Pro being out for a year now, there are tons and tons of video footage and social media photos online, all taken with the Mini 3 Pro. Now, looking at the abundance of footage, one can reasonably say without objection that the Mini 3 Pro not only takes excellent videos, but also high quality photos. We'll focus for a second on the photos. The Mini 3 Pro has a 12 megapixel camera, similar to many cell phones on the market today, and it takes excellent photos. What hobbyists and professionals alike will appreciate is that the Mini 3 Pro takes both JPEG and RAW images simultaneously. For those new to photography, RAW image files are specifically useful as they capture way more image information than JPEGs, allowing the end user the ability to really edit the photos to their liking. There is also an option to shoot 48 megapixel photos. Now, this is done through some ingenious tricks with the pixels in the Mini 3 Pro's camera. There are those that love it, and then there are those that hate it. I've used this option in the past on real estate jobs, and it has produced great results. The Mini 3 Pro is also able to shoot in vertical mode, meaning that the Mini 3 Pro's camera rotates 90 degrees to take portrait-oriented photos and videos. This is well suited for content creators and also those that post regularly to social media sites like TikTok and Instagram. When shooting vertically, images no longer have to be cropped physically, meaning that the image is in the frame and taken with no quality loss due to in-post cropping. When shooting vertically, the entire Mini 3 Pro sensor is used, rendering the highest quality photos and videos. Now, moving on to videos, the Mini 3 Pro can shoot video in the following resolutions and frame rates, or FPS: 4K, 2.7K, and 1080p, in 24, 25, 30, 48, 50, and 60 frames per second. There's also an option to shoot in slow motion. This is done in 1080p at 120 frames per second. Now, the Mini 3 Pro also has two color profiles, normal and D-Cinelike. D-Cinelike is a DJI-specific, fairly flat video color profile that, when chosen, the footage is recorded in 10-bit. 10-bit D-Cinelike is useful for those wanting the most flexibility when color grading their footage. The normal profile is useful for those that are content with the in-camera color and either do not want to color grade their footage or just want to make minimal exposures and color adjustments. Now, what about our final verdict? With a few models of DJI drones coming out since the release of the Mini 3 Pro, namely the Mini 3, Mavic 3 Classic, and Mavic 3 Pro, is the Mini 3 Pro still a viable purchase in 2023? Absolutely. With the Mini 3 Pro being at a decent price point, along with having many higher tiered specs, the Mini 3 Pro is a great drone for beginners, seasoned hobbyists, and even professionals looking for a great backup drone. Also, since the Mini 3 Pro is a year old at the time of this video, there are many close to new condition used Mini 3 Pros for hundreds of dollars less than new pricing, making them an even better buy in 2023. Well, that's all for this video. If you find these types of videos helpful, please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. For more tutorials and reviews, head on over to droneblog.com.